On December 5, 2025, just as the draw for the 2026 FIFA World Cup was underway, President Trump announced he would meet with the leaders of Canada and Mexico to discuss trade matters. The draw, held in Washington, D.C., marked a high-profile global sporting event, serving also as a backdrop for diplomatic discussions between North American leaders. For Canada, the timing could not be more delicate. In 2025, the U.S., under Trump, imposed steep tariffs on Canadian steel, aluminum, lumber, and other goods. Many in Canada view these tariffs as economically damaging. Thus, a face-to-face meeting on the sidelines of an event like the World Cup draw carries symbolic and practical weight. According to contemporaneous reporting, Trump and Carney did meet during the World Cup draw event in Washington. The agenda was not limited to sport, trade tensions, tariffs on Canadian exports, and the future of the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA/CUSMA, were expected to dominate discussions. Trump reportedly told reporters that the two share great love for each other and expressed willingness to revisit trade arrangements, including possible adjustments to tariffs on Canadian steel, auto industry products, and other sectors. From Canada's side, while trade relief remains uncertain, the willingness to engage directly with the U.S. administration signals Ottawa's attempt to defend Canadian economic interests through diplomacy. Why many see the meeting as problematic, overlapping symbolism, sport plus trade. Using a high-profile sporting event like the FIFA World Cup draw as a backdrop for trade negotiations may seem to blur the lines between sport diplomacy and economic coercion. For many Canadians, the tariffs have already inflicted serious damage on key industries, putting factories, workers, and livelihoods at risk. Meeting such a leader under the glamour of a global soccer event may feel like a cosmetic gesture rather than a serious economic policy discussion. Uncertainty, not assurance. Despite talk of reopening trade discussions and potential tariff relief, no concrete agreement emerged at the time of the meeting. Observers note that while words of goodwill were exchanged, such summit diplomacy, without binding commitments, may offer little to address long-term structural impacts on affected sectors. Moreover, the suspension or renegotiation of tariffs does not guarantee stability. The U.S. could reimpose levies depending on internal politics or economic conditions, leaving Canadian industries in limbo. Mixed signals to Canadians. For Canadian workers and businesses hit hard by the tariffs, this sort of high-level meeting may look more like a photo op than a lifeline. It risks sending a message that diplomatic optics and international prestige, e.g. association with a global sporting event, matter more than the immediate livelihoods of Canadians.